I'm Izzy. This is my friend Devin. He is a business owner and an entrepreneur, and he is ready to find his perfect match, and I'm going to help him do that. So I just want to ask him a couple questions. So Devin, what do you like to do when you're not working?
Well, I kind of like to go camping. I always went camping growing up, and so it's something that I've always had a passionate about, and maybe riding my dirt bike and going hiking and just like taking in nature. And so that's something that's always been therapeutic for me.
Awesome. We love being outside. What are some things that are most important to you in life that you want to get out of life?
Well, I feel like you only get one life, and so it should definitely be amazing. And so I wanted to always be a businessman ever since I was a little kid, and so I've built businesses, and I've always wanted to not just build businesses for money, but build businesses that really make a difference in people's lives. And so ways that I can contribute to others. And so, for example, one of them that I'm doing now is a tiny house shipping container business. And so my goals are to build affordable housing for the masses in ways that really haven't been done yet. And so I want to do that. And then also another thing that's important in my life is family. I mean, I think family is probably one of the most important aspects of life, and I just want to have a big family someday and spend that quality time there, because when you're on your deathbed, I mean, that's one of the few things that you look back on and is most important. So family, business, and then also just general contribution. So like I said, when I'm on my deathbed, I want to look back and think, yes, I did everything that I wanted to do and have no regrets.
Right. That's awesome. Family is super important. And along with that, tell me a little bit about how you grew up and your family life when you were younger.
So my parents have always been really good parents. We grew up in the LDS church, and so I feel like I have some good values there. Although I kind of distanced a little bit since being a teenager, but I've always found that those same values are important. But my dad was a mechanical engineer, and my mom just stayed home and raised us kids. So I've got a brother and a sister, and yeah, I feel like we just had a normal life. We grew up in South Jordan, and it was a good childhood, I guess.
Awesome. So along with that, tell me the type of girl or partner you're looking for.
Yeah, so I've done a lot of thinking about this, and so I'm kind of looking for someone that also shares my values and my family values. I mean, like I said, I'm not perfect or anything, but someone that just places a value on family and kids and stuff. And then also someone that is, smart. I feel like I'm kind of smart, and so it's nice to have conversations with people that you can really get into things with, and more than just a superficial level.
Right.
So I'm also looking for someone that, not a requirement, that I like to do a lot of gardening, and I believe in self-sustainability, and so someone that's has talents, that someone that can build stuff or do arts and crafts, or maybe has a medical background or something, like a nurse. That would be ideal. But the main things that I'm looking for is just someone that's smart, that's sweet, and that's wanting to build a life together.
Awesome. That's great. Tell me about maybe something you would do for a first date here, a dream date that you would plan.
Ooh, well, dream date would be a helicopter ride across the mountains, but realistically, something just to get to know each other. Maybe making dinner together. I love to cook. I pretty much cook all my own food. I don't really go out to eat that much, because my food is just not full of all those additives and just all this rough things they put in the food. So I always like to make my own food from scratch. But I don't know, hiking, I don't know. An ideal date would be, I don't know, really just getting to know someone, but maybe having some fun along the way. Maybe go on like a little dirt bike ride, or who knows, something in nature perhaps. But yeah, I'll think of the perfect date idea for the person that I have in mind.
Awesome. That's great. Just one last thing. Just tell us something, maybe a little interesting thing about you that not a lot of people would know.
Well, when I was a little kid, I was in my garage door tying my shoes, and all of a sudden in comes running at me what I thought was the biggest dog I have ever seen, coming straight at me. And it turns out it was a baby buffalo that escaped from one of the neighbors' yards, and it came straight after me, and I just sat there, and it jumped over my head into my family's living room and jumped over all the couches, knocked over all the lamps, and like broke a ton of stuff. And then finally all the ranchers came running and they were able to get it. But I almost died getting jumped over by a baby buffalo. So that was kind of an interesting story from my childhood.
That's awesome. That's crazy. Well, this is Devin. If you feel like you guys would be a good match, go ahead and reach out and we'll see where things go. Thanks.